Main event, as the one-man gang must face the great Kabuki. No telling what may happen when those two hit the ring Monday night. Chris Adams and Gino face Kerry and Mike Von Erich in another big tag bout. The crippler Rip Oliver, who's with us now, will be facing Brian Adias. You'll see many other great bouts, including Scott Casey defending the television belt against Dennis Connery. Monday night, 8 o'clock, it's the one-man gang versus the great Kabuki and more. As Jim Cornette comes in now, Fritz says he's the one that got the crippler suspension lift.
I'll get to that in a minute. I was just fixing to say, first of all, one-man gang and Kabuki. The crippler and the Midnight Express are going to be here to watch that because that should be some kind of match. Now I will talk about Fritz Von Erich. Fritz came out here rambling on, showing the first signs of senility, talking about how they are the ones that got the crippler unsuspended instead of my mother's attorneys. Well, my mother's attorneys are the ones that did it, thank you, Fritz. He didn't help a bit. He didn't do nothing because the Von Erichs don't have any guts. Fritz, you were a big deal before electricity, but right now you got so many wrinkles in your face, if they gave you a facelift, they'd have enough left over to make a midget. You were 1955, we're 1985, your day's gone, you didn't do nothing, and I understand that the contract's been signed. Little Mikey Von Erich with his crippled up hand, I understand he's got a hairline fracture, is that right? He's gonna be going against the crippler in Texas Stadium if he shows up, because I know the Von Erichs don't have no brains. We're gonna find out if they got any guts. I don't think they do. I don't think Mike will show up, but if he does, the crippler will finish the job that he started right here not too long ago. And now, the match. The fantastic, you know, world-class wrestling is the most competitive, the toughest wrestling in the world today. We don't hang around with no rock and roll singers. We don't hang around with no TV stars. When you get in the ring in Dallas-Fort Worth area, darling, you better be ready to dadgum well back up what you're talking about. The American Tag Team Championship signifies the toughest team in the toughest place. Number one, and there's only room for number one. That's what the Midnight Express is after. We can back up anything we do. And the only thing that stands in the way of us in number one are the Fantastics. Bobby Fulton and Tommy Rogers. I am so sick of those two goofs. I'm sick of seeing them. I'm sick of hearing about them. I'm sick of every time I turn around, they got their nose stuck in our faces. They knew the showdown match was coming where they were going to have a match for the belts where there had to be a winner. So they went out, got some circus freak that's 8 feet tall and 500 pounds and conned me into sitting next to him in Texas Stadium. Well, I don't relish that thought, I don't mind to tell you, because he can take 2 fingers and break my neck. And if there's any way to get out of it, then believe me, I'm going to do it. But as it stands now, he's going to be sitting next to me in Texas Stadium. I ain't going to be able to make a move. But let me tell you something, Fulton and Rogers. Remember who you're in the ring with. The 2 baddest men in professional wrestling, 2 guys that can beat your brains out with their bare hands. And let me remind you what kind of match it's going to be. No disqualification, no stopping the match, must be a winner, must be champions. No disqualification, you know what that means? That means inside the ring, outside the ring, out on the airport freeway. It's okay, it's all legal. That means anything we've ever done to you before, anything we'll do to you in the future, it's all legal, it's all okay. That means chairs, chains, bricks, sticks, pots, pans, and tin cans. It's all gonna happen in Texas Stadium because there's no disqualification. You know what else? It's no stopping the match. You know what that means? That means ain't no referee's gonna help you this time. Ain't no official's gonna pull those belts away from us and give them to you. That means that when you're laying there, flat of your backs, beat up, hurt, with blood running down your face and tears pouring out of your eyes, you look up at that referee, you say, please, please, Mr. Referee, please pull the Midnight Express off of us. Don't let him hurt us no more. He's going to look down at you, and he's going to say, I can't do it, you 2 goofs, because there's no stopping the match. I don't have the authority. So then you're going to turn around, and you're going to look at me, and you're going to say, please, Jim Cornette, please take him off of us. Please tell him to quit. And then I'm going to look at you, and I'm going to say, I can't do it, you 2 goofs, because this guy sitting next to me will break my back like a biscuit if I make a move. New champions in Texas Stadium. It's going to be the Midnight Express, and it's going to be settled by the dadgumdest fight that you've ever seen in the state of Texas.
Jim Cornette and the crippler Rip Oliver with plenty to say.